Voice of America published a report on October 26 titled, "The Economic Downturn Stimulates the Five Lost People, and China's Retaliatory Social Violence Surges and Panic Spreads." The so-called five lost persons generally refers to the five types of people involved in investment failure: frustration in life, discord in relationships, psychological imbalance, and mental disorder. The article said, retaliatory social violence is spreading rapidly in China, and there were several extreme incidents publicly reported by the media in October. On October 2nd, a traffic accident occurred in Jingdezhen, Jiangxi province. A couple and their child under 1 year old were hit and killed. The perpetrator was young. He had a quarrel with his girlfriend, so he drove fast to vent his anger. On October 8th, during school hours at a primary school in Tianhe District, Guangzhou City, Guangdong Province, a 60-year-old man stabbed people at the school entrance with 2 knives. According to online reports, more than 10 people were injured or killed. Chinese officials reported that only 3 people were injured. According to the video, a large ambulance was parked on the side of the road, and several people were transporting an injured person to the ambulance. On the night of October 20th, a car collided with an electric takeaway vehicle and a pedestrian in Wuhan, Hebei province. The local police said that the 3 injured people had been sent to the hospital for treatment. The incident was also caused by revenge. On the night of October 23rd, a concrete mixer truck crashed into multiple vehicles in Qingdao, Shandong province, injuring 3 people. A video recorded by the driver who caused the accident was circulated on social platforms. During the attack, he repeatedly shouted, "If the Communist Party doesn't let me live, I will kill someone." So why is there so much violence? The Voice of America article analyzed, the Chinese labor class is an important part of the five lost persons and also plays an important role in retaliating for social violence. Li Qiang, founder of China Labor Watch, told VOA, China's economy is in a severe downturn. It's very difficult for workers to find jobs, and they have little savings. In this environment, the labor class is the most affected. The lack of humanistic care from family, friends, and society also causes the labor class to feel marginalized. Therefore, after the economic downturn, pressure on the entire society tends to shift to the lowest levels. The frustrated labor class is indeed more likely to express dissatisfaction and declare their existence to society through violent incidents. Let's take a look at a video posted by a netizen, which is very representative. Today, I would like to remind everyone, never provoke low-level workers, try to exercise restraint, and avoid conflicts with them. Especially people who know your home address, such as takeaways, couriers, customer service, security, and online ride-hailing drivers. Do you still remember the time when the coffee shop assistant hit a customer? You don't know how much pressure they are currently under. It may come from the squeeze of a platform rules, the suppression of leaders, or the humiliation of customers. They may be on the verge of collapse. We must not become the straw that finally breaks his death. Don't gamble. Not only are there various vicious incidents happening in Chinese society, there are also many cases of people committing suicide because they can't survive. The latest news is that in Zuni, Guizhou, a family of 5 jumped to their deaths together because someone was terminally ill and could not afford medical treatment. This news is now blocked on the entire internet. Look, this is the prosperous age under Xi Jinping. Corrupt officials embezzle hundreds of billions or trillions. When people get seriously ill, they can only commit suicide, which is terrible. The whole world should know the tragic truth about the Chinese people. On April 19th, at the first affiliated hospital of Guangxi Medical University in Nanning, a man jumped from the 5th floor of the hospital despite the doctor's obstruction. An insider said that the man was diagnosed with cancer. Since he had no medical insurance, he could not afford the high medical expenses, so he chose to commit suicide. He did not hesitate at all when he jumped off the building. Starting from the afternoon of October 29th, residents in many places in Qinhuangdao City began to cough because of a pungent gas in the air. Related topics became hot searches on the morning of October 30th. What happened in Qinhuangdao City? Who sprinkled chili powder in the air? There are people all over the street coughing and coughing. Does anyone know what's going on? What's going on? What happened to Qinhuangdao today? People all over the street were coughing, and there was a burning throat feeling in the air. Regarding the occurrence of such a serious air problem, Chinese officials claim to have found the cause, but as of the morning of October 30th, it had still not been announced to the public. The relevant practices have aroused strong doubts from the public. Many people suspected that it was a poisonous gas leak, and the officials were afraid of causing unrest if announcing the truth. Friends in Qinhuangdao, did you all smell the smell that stung your throat, choked your nose, and stung your eyes yesterday? Yesterday, I felt very uncomfortable. I drank 4 bowls of water when I got home. My throat was very dry, and it only took 6 minutes to get home from work. It made me choke on the way to get off work. Did any of you have any symptoms yesterday? What specifically causes this phenomenon? There has been no official notification yet, but there is news that the specific cause has been found, but the cause has not been announced. This year's Halloween also saw crackdowns in Shanghai, Hangzhou, and Guangzhou, China. Many young people dressed up as various characters to vent their dissatisfaction with the Chinese government. On the evening of October 26, some Shanghai youths in disguise took to the streets to celebrate Halloween in advance. However, the Shanghai authorities dispatched a large number of police and police cars, and upon seeing the dressed-up people, they immediately put them into police cars. Although the police kept arresting people, there were still actors in costume taking turns to perform. On the evening of the 27th, a large number of young people gathered in Hangzhou and Guangzhou to hold Halloween parties. Because Halloween in Shanghai is blocked, many netizens have asked on social platforms where they can celebrate Halloween tonight. Someone suggested going to Hangzhou. For this reason, the topic of Hangzhou Halloween has become a hot search topic on Weibo. The video shows that parties in Hangzhou are concentrated near Jiangshan North Road. A large number of young people in costume paraded in the streets, and many young people gathered to watch. Some even pretended to be police officers to clear the crowd at the scene. In addition, on the evening of October 27th, a large number of young people gathered on a street in Guangzhou to hold a Halloween party. Guangzhou authorities also dispatched police to search pedestrians, requiring costumers to take off their costumes and hand over toy guns. Many people ask, what on earth is the Beijing government afraid of? Some people think that the authorities are afraid of Western culture, while others think that the authorities are actually trying to maintain stability and prevent people in parties from venting their dissatisfaction and resisting the tyranny of the Chinese Communist Party. Most of the main participants in Halloween parties are young people, and young people today are under unprecedented pressure. Many young people choose not to do anything anymore, which reflects the current social situation in China. There is no way out for individuals and no future for the country. Young people who have no voice are trapped in depression. In the current social despair, people go from anger to disappointment, from despair to explosion. Maybe just for a moment, the social reality reflected in cosplay will awaken the people, and only the awakened people will unite their hearts, abandon fear, and resist tyranny. This is why the Chinese Communist Party police strictly control dressing in costume. In terms of foreign investment, according to a report in the Economic Daily titled, Mainland's Foreign Direct Investment Dropped Sharply by 31%, the latest official data from the mainland shows that the amount of foreign direct investment, FDI, in the first 8 months of this year was RMB 580.19 billion yuan, a sharp drop of 31.5%. The main reasons for all this are the real estate boom, the implementation of the newly revised counter-espionage law in July 2023, policy changes, and geopolitical factors. These are all reasons for the decline in foreign direct investment. Shanghai, known as the Magic City by the Chinese, has also experienced serious problems. The physical retail industry has declined, and many physical stores that cannot survive have closed down on a large scale. Let's first take a look at the field observations of 2 Shanghai bloggers. Where has everyone gone? On the road or at home? It's 1 o'clock in the afternoon on October 1st, Tianzifeng, Shanghai. At a scenic spot in the center of Shanghai, Tianzifeng has more people than this from Monday to Thursday. However, this time on October 1st, you see there are only a few people. Then go to ASE and take a look. These are the best locations of ASE, including Kumo. You can see that the flow of people is very ordinary. The entire shopping mall is not as crowded as it is from Monday to Thursday, and it's now past 1 o'clock in the afternoon. And then we went to Jinghong Bridge in Shanghai to take a look. This is the Jinghong Bridge. There are no people, and it's empty. It's so scary. Another blogger said, "This is a large shopping mall in Shanghai. It's in a state of depression. This place is very suitable for filming movies. The atmosphere is very similar to a doomsday blockbuster. From here, you can access the cinema on the 5th floor. All elevators and escalators in shopping malls have been de-automated, and you have to climb the stairs yourself to go upstairs. The average daily customer flow of this shopping mall is now about 10 people, 8 of whom are staff." Let's take a look at the 3rd floor of the shopping mall, which is the Education and Training Center. As we all know, the operating costs of education and training institutions are very low. Teacher salaries are calculated based on class hours, so it's easy to survive in a shopping mall for at least a year and a half. There was no problem with it, but now look at the entire 3rd floor of the shopping mall. All education and training stores, including Taekwondo, music, and English teaching, have closed down. Let's take a look at the severe situation facing China's banking industry. Radio Free Asia reported on October 25th. Recently, China's listed companies have successively released their first-half financial reports, and some media have discovered an important phenomenon. That is, there is a big problem in the bank. Beijing Business Daily reported on September 4th that among the total 2.55 million employees of all banks in China, the number of employees of 42 listed banks decreased by 40,000 within 6 months. Among them, the 6 major state-owned banks reduced their employees by more than 20,000, and other medium-sized banks reduced their employees by more than 20,000. Banks laid off 20,000 people. At the same time, the banking industry's salary in the first half of this year dropped by an average of RMB 5,321 compared to the first half of last year, with an average salary cut of RMB 887 per month. Another sign of a crisis in China's financial industry is that in the past month, more than 1,100 executives of listed companies have resigned, including many at the chairman, vice chairman, or general manager level. Half of them are senior executives in the financial industry. In some banks, multiple executives resigned at the same time. Not only that, the phenomena of bank failures is also quite serious. Data officially disclosed by the CCP shows that more than 80 small and medium-sized banks have been merged and reorganized in the first half of 2024. In June alone, 40 banks disappeared in 1 week, and 337 banks were listed for high risk. For example, on October 31st, a bank in a city in Heilongjiang province collapsed. The owner absconded with the money, and people's deposits of about 600 million yuan disappeared. It's unbelievable. I don't dare save money at all. The New World Cooperative Fund Mutual Cooperative in Nehe City, Heilongjiang province collapsed, and hundreds of millions of people's savings disappeared. I used to hear that bank employees transferred the money, saying it was the employee's personal responsibility, but now it's even more outrageous. The entire bank is gone, and it's gone. It's just that the entire building has not been moved. It's really unbelievable. This bank often distributes flyers in the village. People deposit their money there. People in their 60s and 70s are the majority. My mother deposited 310,000 yuan in it. The interest is 4.6 per year. Now something like this happens suddenly. It was said that the person in charge ran away with the money and took away about 600 million yuan. That's all for today. If you enjoy our content, please like, subscribe, leave a comment, and share it with your friends. We appreciate your support, and we'll see you next time.